Vaping, super friends. Alright. My name's Tim. This is Tim's Vape Lounge. Well, this is Tim's kitchen. You can see my kitchen in my rinky-dink little house that I rent. For now, this is the lounge. Sorry to blow smoke at the camera. This is my 6th attempt to record this son of a bitch. I was recording at my computer, which is that way, in the dining room. And the lighting is bad, my webcam sucks, so I said, fuck it. I'm going to record it on my camera. I hope the sound's alright. I hope it's aimed well, because too late, I'm not changing it. One thing you should know about me, I am not very good at editing. I don't like it, so I don't edit much. I'll just redo a video. Now, one more jerk-off in the pile of people that make videos about vaping on YouTube. Alright. So, my vaping background. You're here for the vaping, right? I'm here for the vaping. I have been vaping about a month. Tomorrow will be 1 month. I've been smoking since I was 19, 20, somewhere in that neighborhood. Smoked between a pack and 2 packs a day, depending on boredom and alcohol intake. And if I was bored and drinking, look out. So, I was sick of that. I was sick of paying for it. The last couple of years I rolled my own, which is actually, at least in the UK where I was stationed, was very economical. Even compared to, I had to pay in British pounds off base versus American dollars on base, but it still worked out to my advantage to roll my own. But I just got sick of it. I got sick of going outside, sick of the smell, and I could barely smell it. So I was looking into vaping. I had some coworkers that vaped. They ran a good pitch. I was reluctant. And then decided once I moved back home and cigarettes were $7 a pack almost, I said, something's gotta give. I went to a vape shop. I walked out with this. Actually, this is my wife's Clearo. Mine's just like it, but it has a juice I really don't like in it. Hers is an iClear 16. Mine was a Kanger T3S. And this is an Aspire carbon fiber variable voltage battery. It's even charged. Hang on. I need more power, Mr. Scott. That almost tastes like watermelon, which is good because it's a watermelon juice in there. Seems a bit muted, but I have been vaping a juice with a stronger profile, and I'm drinking iced tea. I don't know why I'm drinking iced tea at 11:15. I was just in the mood. I moved up from that. The next sensible step was to buy yourself a Nautilus Mini, and I wanted to see what Kanger had, so I bought a Jenny tank, which actually I quite like this. The stock coils are not bad. You have to close down the airflow, I find, to get any flavor. But the coils are super easy to rebuild, and boy does it work when you do that. Boy does it work. What was it built to? I think it's 1.3. Now this has an orange creamsicle juice in it, and it's actually a really damn good vape. Not quite enough shit to run this. This does do better with a little more power. I found out once I got those, and I was still okay with my vape, but not super happy. I went ahead and said Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Happy Birthday to me. I bought a Sigelli 100 Watt Plus I ordered 2 Aqua V2 clones. I ordered a Hobo V2 clone, a Magma clone, and an Earl Konigan clone. And now I've got what I was looking for. I have found a vape I'm pretty happy with. Lots of flavor, lots of vapor. And it's warm. Who doesn't love a warm vape? I should know from watching YouTube videos myself. Don't blow smoke at the fucking camera, you idiot. So we'll blow it over there. Which isn't going to do a lot of good, it's still going to linger. Next time I'll blow that way. So I had a box mod awakening, and I found out the day that I got this, the morning I got this, had I seen the postman delivering it, I'd have given, well, postwoman, the mail carrier deliver this, I'd have given her a big hug. Because I found out this wasn't putting out, 4.8 volts on this is not 4.8 volts on this. 4.8 volts on this feels like about 4.2 on this, which I noticed from my wife's Click 1280 Ego battery, which I liked. I need a new camera, which I liked more than mine. Speaking of my wife's Ego battery, there's the Click 1280. It's adjustable along the bottom and shit. It's got a Kangaroo Email Mega on it. I don't know what exactly it is that makes it mega. Where are we set? This one's also a rebuilt Kangaroo. I turned it off. I'm an idiot. That, my friends, is a fine, fine, fine vape. Very nice. I have to rebuild my heads again. That works like a champ. So my rebuildable shit showed up after that. I have built things bunches of times. Boy, that sounds... I'm a credible source, aren't I? No, I've had 3 or 4 builds in the Hobo. Whoops. I'm on my 5th build in the Magma. I have rebuilt the Aquas like 6 times each. And I've only coiled this Earl Konigan clone 3 times. But I've wicked it a dozen times or so. This thing's a pain in the dick to wick, but it's actually working fairly well. Now I don't like the coil. Yeah, more to come. We'll talk about him some other time. So that's where I'm at as a vapor. I love vaping. This is an Aqua V2 clone. I just love it. I don't have to go outside. I don't smell. I don't use as much salt. Well, I smell, but like my cologne and my clothes now. Not like a camel's asshole. I'm really passionate about it. I feel better. And it was much, much easier to make the change than I thought I did. You don't need all this shit. You really don't. If you get a good vape off of this, that is great. Don't smoke. Enjoy your food tasting like food again. I do apologize for the quality. I should have mentioned that about switching my camera. You'll obviously have noticed this camera is a bit older, but it does work okay. Goals for the channel. Let's talk about those. I'm trying not to sound like Kevin Pollak and Mark Maron right now, because the videos I shot yesterday, it was pretty bad. The reason I want to do this is vaping from a common man's perspective. Maybe not just a common man, maybe somebody who's obsessive and likes to tweak and nerd out over things. Maybe what you would call a hacker or a maker. That's sort of how I roll. So that's what I want to bring to this channel. I have purchased 10 Kanger heads. I will never buy another dual or single coil regular Kanger head because I want to buy a sub-tank. That's a different kind of head. It doesn't count. But you can rebuild them, and I figured out a pretty damn quick, awesome way to do it. I'm going to share that with you guys once I get the technical limitations of the stupid cameras, and that brings me into the next point. We're going to do some guides, cover some builds, little tips and tricks and tweaks, and the occasional Q&A session. I don't mind. That's what I'm here for. I want to build a community around that. And you're not going to, well, you can find me on Facebook. It's not that hard. But I don't really do the Facebooks. I do not engage in the Twitterverse. I barely use Google+. I follow a shit ton of science pages in astronomy. I look at the stuff. I don't contribute much because I'm listening to scientists. I'm not going to tell them anything they don't know unless they have a question about how a F-100 is assembled. Then I can help you out with that. So I want to build this community to be email and YouTube driven. I think we can do that quite nicely. I want to do some reviews from a standpoint of a guy who buys all of my shit. Now that is not a slight in the least to people who are sent gear to review. I don't know that I would want that burden. Because the first time you got to pick up a mod and go, I've had it for 2 weeks, I've really tried, but this thing's a pile of shit. I don't want to be in that situation. Because I can tell you, I bought this, it was like 30 bucks. I wouldn't buy another one. If I lost this, and I didn't have this, I'd be very, very happy to buy anything but this. It's not the world's worst thing. It got me to stop smoking. The button rattles. The adjustment knob sucks to adjust because you can't, there aren't numbers all the way around it. So it's like, okay, 4.8, 7, 6, 5, 4.5, here we are, let's do. So I wouldn't buy another one. I want to give you that kind of review. My thing is, do I feel like I got good value for money out of this? That's my perspective. I'll tell you things that annoy me. The Sigelli. I love this thing. It's more power than I need. It's got a shit ton of battery life, which is good because I chain vape my ass off most of the time. The up and down feature, pretty awesome once you get over 50 watts. Anything below that, you may have seen this noted in other videos, is it goes in 0.1 increments between 10 and 50 watts. That sucks ass to deal with. Having said that, if this got run over by a tank tomorrow, I would buy another one. And I won't be doing my juice reviews on the spot. I'm not going to buy a bottle of juice and sit down and go, oh, this is very good. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go through a bottle, and my yardstick's going to be, did I like it? Did it seem like a good base? Would I buy it again? And we're going to do vlogs. I think that's where the Q&A is going to come in. I'll do that once a week, once fortnightly. I lived in England. Deal with it. And that'll be that. So I think that's good for today. I don't have a fancy sign-off yet. I've recorded 7 videos I've deleted now. I don't have a sign-off. So until next time, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you like this. See you next time.